Hello, I am going to show you how to add clothing to your base that you're wearing. Doesn't matter if it's a different type of base, it'll still be the same long as your clothing is made for your base. You can do it this way. What you need, the tools that you need is cats, remove bones, scent. Again, you need cats, remove bones, and scent. These three things, they're so important. It makes your life so much easier. Okay. In the latest blender and cats plugin. Right now I'm using 5.0.1 for my blender. And cats I'm using 5.0.2 right here that you can see. Okay, I'm going to add a clothing that I have inside my blender. We're going to use Nezzy since Nezzy's outfits are very easy to put on for beginners. I'm also the base I'm using is e-girl base too. As you can see, it's already weight painted and exactly for this base. Some people will have it where you have to actually sculpt it and put it on top of your avatar. Like, say if I were to sculpt my Avi or like edit it or something, I would have to actually fix it and fit it too. But since this is just a fresh base, that's e-girl base, I don't have to do anything. You can even see the bones line up nicely too. Um, Also, sometimes they might say it's for that base and you have issues where it's still not weight painted. You always want to check your bones. Like you see this is the Nezzy's bones right here for the armature. She has spine, butt route, coochie route, tummy jiggle, all that stuff. Like all this is important. It must be the exact same. The exact same, I will say. Because if it's not, it will ruin your avatar. So you see this like exactly the same. Same letters, same uppercase, same everything. You always want to double check because little bits, like if it's like slightly different, it'll ruin your Avi for for weight painting and everything. So yeah, it's like the exact same. That's why Nezzy's really good for starting to put stuff together because she's well known and she has really good stuff, like a lot of stuff. I recommend it. 10 out of 10. But anywho, I'm going to do this. I usually do this. I have merge all bones, apply transforms. I don't keep join mesh because we're not joining all the meshes. We are removing zero weight bones. And I do wish to keep my shape keys. My shape keys I love to keep because it helps me sculpt sometimes or add sliders later on. But all I had to do is literally bam, merge. That's it. And then I just start pose mode. Bam. Bam. Everything's moving together. I didn't have to do anything special. Everything's weight painted to how I want it. I didn't have to sculpt. It's already on there. See? Now that you see what it looks like if you have it for the avatar where it's like amateur is all the same, let's see what if the Abby is a totally like different base. It's not the same or anything. Let's use this apron for example that I have. This you see how it's big. You have to resize it, line it up to how you might want it. Make it as small as possible that you can. I get it as close as possible I can with just, scaling it, lining it up and everything. All right, this is how close I can get it. And I'm going to use, you see all these extra bones? We don't need these. We don't want these. So we just go here. I'm getting rid of the M bones. All right, we have less bones. I'm making it more easy for myself where, oh, I also want my bones in the front of me. So I'm going to go to this running man here and put in front. So that way I see my bones because that's very important. I'm going back to edit mode, and then I am deleting the extra bones that I don't need or I wish to use because it adds more work for myself. And then I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete this also. I'm deleting the parts where I know that she doesn't need, like this is an apron. I don't need my arms or fingers. I just need my shoulders, chest, neck, maybe head, who knows. I'm going to delete these two because all I want is just the apron. Like I don't care for anything else but the apron. I'm going to delete these bones. I'm literally deleting mostly everything because this is the faster way for me. I might need these. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep these right here. And then I'm going to keep the boobs, but I'm going to remove the nipples because this space doesn't have nipples. Um, yeah, I think that's it. Also, I do see legs. I'm very nitpicky. If you're like me, you're nitpicky and you want certain things from the outfit, not all of it. Sometimes they're merged together. I just, delete them all. To separate deleting, I just hover on top of it and then press L and then delete vertex. And yeah, that's how close I want it to be. I'll do the sculpting and shit in a second. I'm gonna sculpt it. Now I'm just gonna start sculpting it together as close as possible. Okay, I'm gonna start sculpting. Right now we see that the neck right here is up too much, so I'm gonna go to my elastic grab, make sure it is mirrored. I want the shrink around like maybe like 2 to 300 and this a little bigger. And I'm just gonna make it a little stronger and a little bigger. Just grab it and pull down. You'll get really used to it when you just eye it and tell what you need to do. It takes practice. Some people are fast with it and others take their time. Okay, that's how close I'm gonna have it. Yes, it's inside the skin, don't worry. I go to draw and I make it around like maybe like 176 right here. Make sure it's mirrored and just pull. Okay, now that we did that, that's all done. Now here comes the annoying part, okay? Now that we sculpted it, the fun part is renaming the bones. This is the fun part, guys, okay? As you can see, certain bones, like right here, you see how it has hips, spine, spine, leg dot L. We don't want leg dot L. We want leg underscore leg because we want it to be the same. If we don't have it the same and I just merge it how it is, right? If I merge it how it is, I will have duplicates. We don't want duplicates. We don't want that. We don't want that at all. So I'm gonna control Z. Control Z and make sure that it's not merged no more. And I'm going to rename these bones. So this has a leg underscore L. I'm going to do the same thing here. So I'm going to rename all this. Okay, now that you rename all your bones, you're going to merge it. Just like so. Oh, I forgot to sculpt that. That's okay. Let's go here and just... I'm done. Okay, and I want to do pose mode, check my bones, leg, that's good. Make sure it's on the leg. You can tell what I'm clicking on right here. If you ever wonder like what bones that you choose. See, that's fun. Got ass. Just butt L, but alright. What I'm doing, I'm making sure that it's no duplicates. We really don't want duplicates. See, now it's attached. But you see, it still needs a little work, right? It still needs to be weight painted. So some people do the method where it's like the data transfer method where you add this, add a data transfer, you click the object, vertex group, and you just do generate data and then you press apply. I don't do that method. What I use is since right here. This is the first thing I use, but if I can't use it, I use the data transfer method, but I can use it on this one. So I do that, do this, make sure it's on the object that I wish to transfer, then transfer weight paint. Okay. Then I'm doing the same thing I did before. See the difference? It's attached now. It's better. So that's how you add clothing to already preset avatars, like their base for that base, and also ones that doesn't like have it, but they still have bones. Like I still like to use the bones for like the bow and everything, so I don't want to delete everything. You can just rename the bones. That way you can use, like you want your things to move with you.